Oh no, we got Destiny up here again. We got Destiny in the thumbnail. What's going on in the world of these massive, total, complete retards? The most diabolical downfall of all time. All right, MorePegasus, what we got? I feel like every day these videos keep getting longer and longer.
Welcome back to a series so marvelous, even Spider-Man is watching.
That's pretty marvelous.
In today's video, Asmongold has called out Hasan for crying about his PR and being a massive hypocrite. Hasan and his buddies are now sitting together giggling about Asmongold. iDubbbz might be in...
They just cannot stop talking about Asmongold.
Even bigger trouble than we initially thought.
Oh, shit.
Deranged Hasan fans are confronting Ethan in real life. Streamer Destiny has...
Bro, like, once we get into the IRL stuff, that's when shit gets actually to evil levels. Like, Hasan needs to put a stop to this. He's gonna allow it to get worse. He actually loves it. Super fucking dangerous. If anything actually happens to Ethan because of this, it's gonna be on Hasan.
Triple down
and
on
iDubbbz.
making fun of dead children.
Bro, like, come on. Why? Okay, Destiny.
A new character, Dean Withers, has appeared.
Whoa!
And he's
yeah, I've been seeing people reacting to that guy, but I haven't watched anything about him yet.
being the Hasan Goon Squad, attempting to dox and ruin the life of somebody he disagrees with.
What a fucking massive retard. Wow.
Subscribe for a box of 20 chicken nuggets, lovely and delicious.
Yeah! Where's my nuggets, MorePegasus?
Now, quick recap if you missed last video. Basically, Hasan went on stream and started crying about his PR. He was basically crying that, you know, his fellow Twitch streamers and the general public perceive him as this toxic drama frog and have a bad impression of him. By the way, that's like the least of your worries, or perceived as a terrorist supporter, which is a bit worse, but okay. So he was discussing...
Yeah, regular people haven't found out yet that this guy is an actual terrorist supporter. And he's being propped up by Twitch, a terrorist supporting platform.
ways to fix his PR. Well, Asmongold has responded.
I feel like the way I'm perceived in this in the sphere of influencers is like dramatically different than the way I'm perceived in the adult politics world.
The adult politics world? Like, what do you mean by that? Also, didn't you get kicked out of the DNC? He got kicked out of the DNC, like... Bernie will still not sit down to do a one.
Yeah, he's full of shit. He's full of shit. And all these people are full of shit. At every turn, they're just saying anything that they can to defend themselves. Pirate Software was just doing this. I made a fucking hour-and-a-half long video about Pirate Software.
Hour interview with you. Like, I don't know about this, guys.
It almost feels like these are two alternative realities. Now, obviously, for my audience,
yeah, they are.
It's like mainstream news is way more important, but it does.
Whoa, what? I think we found the problem, guys. I think we found the problem. Dude actually thinks mainstream media, mainstream news is what regular people are following now. That's where the old people are, man. That's where all the old people are. The old people, the people who don't know how to use computers and hate them because of that.
Why?
Drama that other people are trying to constantly create around me is fucking annoying. And
I'm sure it sucks. I mean, can you imagine what it would be like if you just had people on the internet that would just make stuff up about you with no basis?
Yeah, the only thing is, everything that we say about everything that we say about Hasan Piker is true.
And just fucking put it out there and just say random shit with no evidence? Bro, that would be so annoying. Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, that would be really annoying. I wonder if Hasan does it to anybody else. Hasan would obviously...
Yeah, that'd be crazy. No, he doesn't do that. No, he's a good person. He's a very good person, not a terrorist supporter. These people aren't terrorists.
know nothing about slander or defamation or spreading lies about people at all. Not like he does it all the time. I mean, lying about Asmongold pretty much constantly, and now he's complaining about his own PR, complaining about people spreading lies about him. For the most part, people are just pointing out things you've actually said and literally showing evidence, showing clips that you've actually been a part of. Now,
yeah, these people, they never get it. They never get it that everything that they say and do on the internet is there. And it's being clipped up. People are compiling it. And they can see what you're doing.
Asmon pointed out the thing about the DNC and Bernie doesn't like him. I feel like at this point he's a joke to even his own political party. And I think everybody is starting to realize that he qualifies as this extreme outlier, which is pretty much why he will never win this fight. Moving on to Hasan giggling and kicking his feet with his friends talking about Asmongold.
Will not sit down to do a 1-hour interview with you. Like,
Wait, what?
What?
Why does he? Oh, because he first said Bernie won't do more than 10 minutes with you. You're not a serious journalist. And I was like, Theo Vaughn did like a 3-hour interview with Bernie.
Yes, because Theo Vaughn is more relevant than you are. What are you talking? Dude, he's actually a fucking massive retard. Every time he just proves himself to be the biggest retard.
Bernie, like, what is that? Does that mean he's a serious journalist? But I was like, oh, but I had actually interviewed Bernie.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
For an extended period of time. I think it was like 45-minute interview before I did the sit down thing with him. So now he's like up the end. He's like, you got to do an hour with Bernie. Yeah,
Like, it's like that video when he's like when he's ragging on you in that video of the protest where he's like, oh, I bet Hasan isn't even there because he's a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Hasan's there? They should arrest him.
Yeah, he's
Like,
gonna slowly
That's
up the
not
ante.
how that
An
happened.
hour and 10 minutes. That
No, I saw that happen. Asmongold said, I bet Hasan's there. And then Hasan ended up being there, and he was like, I was right.
that's when you know.
Bernie won't live with Hasan.
Dude, how unbelievably cringe. He's like,
These are yes men, by the way. They're only there because Hasan pays them. And it may not be with money, but it's definitely with clout and just being around Hasan.
sitting there giggling, kicking his feet, like looking at his friends like, oh my god, I look cool, right guys? Right guys? I totally owned him, right? Dude, I don't know who the other people are, but this guy needs to
Nobody does. Nobody knows who they are.
get off Hasan Schlong. That spot is reserved for iDubbbz, Dan Clancy, the Hasan Orbit. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's like that spot is like a VIP reservations. It's got like a waiting list of 7. So you gotta wait in line first, you know.
Yeah, imagine being surrounded by people that do nothing but glaze you all the time. I'd go fucking insane. Like, I like to talk shit to people. I like to tell people they're ugly, and I want people to tell me that I'm ugly. Am I ugly? I'm ugly and I'm proud!
Climb your way up through the Schlong ranks. Make sure you get your real powers in the Gluckatron 9000. Make sure you got that Gluck Gluck ready real good. Then only Hasan will accept you. After he's done visiting 50 more brothels, of course. Also, the point is that people actually don't like you. That's the whole point with Bernie and the DNC thing, is that he wants to say that people don't seriously consider you as a political commentator anymore. They consider you as this complete idiot who is so extreme that he should not be let into mainstream media.
Yeah, he was a media plant for a little while, and then people realized, hey, this guy kind of fucking sucks. He's a liar. He's a little bitch. He's a massive retard. So nobody wants to work with him. And everybody just wants to make fun of him.
Basically someone who is not sane enough to be the representation of the left or Democratic Party, right? And I feel like the thing with Asmongold talking about the whole protest is that he didn't actually expect you to go down there and actually commit crimes, you know, like blocking a highway, right? Because he thought that, okay, Hasan is crazy, but he doesn't actually stand up for what he believes in. But he was wrong. He was wrong. Okay, I'll admit that.
Well, actually, no, I watched it. He thought that Hasan was going to be there. And he was saying, there's no way Hasan's there. And then he was. And he was like, holy shit. I watched it. I think I reacted to it on the channel.
That he was wrong, that he underestimated how crazy Hasan actually is, right?
Yeah, but I think he knew it, though. The way he played it, he knew that Hasan was going to be there. But he was just like, no, not this one. Not this time. Can't be.
And I hope, you know, for your sake, you blocked at least 3 babies from reaching the hospital that day. Then Hasan talks about his stalker accounts, which is basically the Yeet account, who is posting his own public stream clips.
He knows so much about everything you do because he follows the Hasan stalker accounts. Like, that clip isn't even interesting, yet he chooses to watch it. Yeah, I don't even understand what's going on here. Like, how did he arrive at this clip? This is like from the first like 5 minutes of my stream. There's not even like fucking 20,000 people in here at that point. Like,
Stalker accounts.
someone literally was just like, I guess, clipping it. Yeah. Yeah, braced.
Oh my god. I love how he says, how did he find this? And then he mentions it's in the first 5 minutes of his stream. How do you contradict yourself? That, like, obviously you just opened your stream, buddy. It's like the very first section. Also, why is he so surprised that he is getting clipped? I mean, you're crying.
Yeah, like, you're being reported on. Like, this is the internet. You think you're just in your own little circle and only your people are allowed in there? That's not how it works.
About your PR as a terrorist supporter. That is like the most clippable clip of all time. If I wanted the Hall of Fame for clips, I would clip that clip. You get me? Because it's like the most blatant hypocrisy possible.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that he is the most clippable person ever because he's just constantly saying the most retarded, outlandish, insane shit.
Right? So it would be something your stalker account clips, who is not your stalker, obviously just posting clips from a variety of streamers. Of course, he mainly focuses on Hasan because he's the internet's favorite lol cow. He's probably gonna call me a stalker.
Well, pretty soon, I think Pirate Software is going to be taking that crown away from him.
As well, but you know, I post about everybody. It just happens so that I'm currently covering him and he's messing up on a daily basis, right? That's not my fault, all right? The second he stops messing up, I move on to the next person. That's what I do. Okay, so after this, he calls Asmongold smug and says his face is like super smug and he's full of himself.
I love
Okay, all right.
I love the smug face.
For a second.
Sorry,
I'm back in.
He hits pause. Yeah, they are unpause. Like, it's such a
No, I think like his
Like, Hasan doesn't do the same shit. Like, come on.
his smug face is awesome. Like, he thinks he's cooking right now. You know what I mean?
He is.
Yeah, he's just like, yeah.
Well, honestly, he is cooking. Like, imagine reacting to a video about yourself, about a guy who's hating on you, and then you're hating on the guy hating on you, and you're trying to be the bigger person. Like, come on.
Yeah. Based.
You ain't got anything to say except for how he's acting on his stream. He's got the same shit to you. All you can say is the way his face looks. All we can say is how you support fucking terrorism.
There is an alternative reality. It's one where I live in, where everybody loves the fact that I don't take a shower. It's like, bro, you are a
Dude, they can never get off of that, can they? That's all that they can think about. That, like, the only things that they can think about is like how they can insult the people they don't like, instead of actually coming up with, hey, here's all the reasons why Asmongold is lying about me being a terrorist supporter. But he can't do that because he's right, and we're all right all the time because Hasan is a fucking massive retard.
biohazard in the real world. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
The next title is Resident Evil Asmongold.
Yeah.
Dude, the fake laughs are absolutely crazy. Like, Hasan has got that shit on lock. He's been practicing that shit in the mirror or something. And not gonna lie, the guy on the side has a very good running in the position on Hasan's schlong. Because honestly, he's given him the entire experience here. He's like, okay, he might not be fully upgraded to the Gluckatron 9000, but he is at a stable clock 6000, of course. So, you know, just a little bit more glazing, and maybe you'll reach to the level of Dan Clancy. Although I hear he's a little bit crazy, so maybe you don't want to mess with that guy, you know? Also, I swear Hasan has only one comeback. I've seen him use this like 500 times. Just anytime he pulls up an Asmongold clip, he's like, based. Like, he really hates the fact that Asmongold says based. I don't know why. Maybe it's something just triggers him. But
he hates the fact that the right wing uses based, actually, or anybody who's not in his circle, because his circle doesn't use based. That's like a right wing thing or a centrist thing, and he hates it. He hates anything that the right wing does. All these people, they're the same.
honestly, he really needs to work on his roasting game. I mean, maybe watch like a Pegasus video or two. You got a couple tips, all right? Maybe, just saying. Also, I think in general, people would prefer a basement dweller such as Asmongold to a literal terrorist supporter.
Right? And the basement dweller is way more relatable than the rich guy who pretends that he's not rich, who pretends he's a socialist, communist, but he's actually just a capitalist. In Asmongold, he doesn't give a fuck so hard that he's honest. Like, that's why people like him.
I feel like one of the options is a little bit worse, you know? Stavros really got to him. That guy absolutely obliterated him. Holy shit. If you guys missed the previous video, make sure to watch that one. That one's so good.
Yep, it's so good. I got a reaction to that one.
Never be taken seriously because he's stupid and deeply insecure. The only people that like him are people stupider than him. That's okay.
So true.
Let's not pretend there's people stupider than Hasan.
Yeah, well,
All right, that's a very high bar to beat. Moving on to Tectone's response.
but I mean, it is true. It is true though. The people who follow him, who think that he's the smartest man alive, they're actual bigger retards than Hasan is. Because Hasan at least is smart enough to manipulate them. They're not smart enough to figure out that they're being manipulated.
He basically like paints a picture of this legendary downfall. It's a beautiful monologue, bit of a long clip, but bear with me.
It's like most people just like associate me with like Asmongold and shit.
No, people associate you with being a terrorist supporter. People associate you with the number one thing of being fucking retarded. Genuinely, Hasan.
Based.
Genuinely. This fame that you have is temporary. Eventually,
Yep.
the walls will close in. This little glass house that you live in will eventually shatter because what you're doing is demonstrably wrong. It is. You are not a good person. You are, in fact, a horrible person. And people associate you with being a scumfuck piece of shit. And that is it. And the only people that watch you are the people who are so fucking dumb. They think, well, this guy's left-leaning, which means I have to like him because I'm left-leaning. Yeah, I mean, wow. Congratulations on that mega brain take.
And the rest of them are actual terrorist supporters or terrorists themselves,
Yeah, nobody's associating
which is retarded.
you with Asmongold, right? Unless they're thinking, wow, Asmongold is much better than this guy, and he lives in a fucking dumpster. Doesn't matter how much Gucci and Prada and gold watches and gold necklaces and diamonds that you wear and hair transplants you get and testosterone you inject. It doesn't matter how small your head is. There's a guy who wipes his walls with his own blood because he was too lazy to go to the dentist that is more successful than you. And he's not even trying. And that destroys you, doesn't it?
Oh my god. The absolute obliteration.
That was absolutely diabolical.
Dude, I swear to God, like, Tectone has this shit prepped or something. Like, he just has a library of, like, Hasan insults in his head at all times, and he's just ready to rip that at any time. He just has everything ready. Like, I swear Hasan spoke for, like, 3 words, and Tectone went on this absolute insane, like, God-level rant. Now, obviously, he has a personal beef with Hasan because Hasan obviously brought up his dad and stuff, so...
And they actually know each other personally, and they have a lot of friends that are connected. They have a lot of connected friends. They're loosely connected, and that's why he's so passionate about it. Because he's like, this guy needs to get the fuck out of this space. He's making Twitch worse and just streaming as a whole worse.
So he's sort of like fighting fire with fire there, so I kind of get it.
Content creators live in a totally separate plane of existence than like normal human beings do.
Sure, Hasan, your clique might be detached from reality because you're detached from reality, but there are a lot of content creators who are out there in the fucking mud trying to put their money where their mouth is, who are actually making a legitimate good change in the world rather than bitching and saying, well, you know what, I think Osama bin Laden was based.
Content creators live in a totally separate plane of existence where all they care about is content. So they're...
Brother, says you? What the fuck are you even on about? Are you going to act like you're different? Brother,
He's just lying and manipulating his audience. That's what he's doing here. He knows what he's saying is bullshit. Or even if he doesn't, he's just saying shit. He's just rattling off the top of his dome. That's all he really knows how to do, is just, like, to defend himself, is just lie at every turn. Oh, this thing turned out to be a lie? Actually, no, it's not a lie because of this thing, and that's also a lie.
you have a panic attack in real life if you're down 2,000 viewers. When was the last time Hasan did a good deed off stream?
Okay, to be fair, you wouldn't really know about it if it was off stream, but I highly doubt he's doing anything. Like, everything has to be streamed for that guy.
True.
But I really do hate this argument that, you know, people are just creating content for the views and no reason else. Like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe because I do it for a little more, you know, obviously it's entertainment, but it's also, you know, entertaining other people. I'm passionate about the whole thing. You know, you're making people's days as well. I don't know what.
Yeah, like I'm having fun over here. I like the views, but I'm also here just because I'm having fun. If I wasn't having fun, then I'd be doing something else, because let me tell you, this money ain't fucking worth it, at least where I am right now.
Hasan's doing. Okay, probably radicalizing people into terrorist supporters, but you know, I just essentially make fun of stupid people, so that kind of makes people's day. They're like, at least I'm not as much.
Yes, we love to make fun of retards around here. That's like the main thing that we do. That's why we exist.
Much of an idiot as this guy, you know? But yeah, he's definitely like super detached from reality. That's not even a question. Then he talks about how Hasan himself is toxic and it's not any like drama he's getting involved in.
Oh, he's just doing content, but his content is toxic because it invites a lot of like toxic backlash and toxic feedback from other very toxic.
Hasan, you call people rapists off of nothing. You call people pedophiles off of nothing, unprovoked. You told Asmongold he killed his own mother off of nothing. What are we talking, bro? Like, holy fuck, is this Autism Awareness Month? Are you let me Google this. Is it Autism Awareness Month? Brother, that shit was like 2 months ago. Why the fuck are you being this retarded? You're being this retarded for free?
Dude, Hasan is really living in La La Land, bro.
Like, he straight up called him an autist. Which I think is true. He looks like it and sounds like it. And he kind of acts like it. I do know a lot of people with autism who lie and act like Hasan. And like constantly trying to defend themselves, trying to lie to get themselves out of everything. And then just saying the most crazy, outlandish shit. It's just crazy. Hasan ended up with an audience. Well, it was given to him because he is a Nepo baby.
I don't know how warped your brain has to be to actually believe in what he says to that extent. Like, it's crazy. Hasan, the type of guy to accuse you of being toxic while simultaneously slandering like 50 people daily, you know, promoting terrorism, waving a gun around. Like, how is other people the toxic guy? Like, you're the one doing all this shit. Then he talks about people comparing Hasan and Asmongold.
The toxic person never can admit that they're the one who's toxic and will always say that everyone around him is toxic.
There are people on this earth who are actually going to pretend that Hasan and Asmongold are the same thing. And I really want you to think about that. I really, really want you to think about that. There are people who actually think they're one and the same, and they're not so different. It's psychotic to me, guys.
Yeah, I mean, they're completely different. I never really got this argument because Asmon is definitely, at least from what I've seen, he's definitely more fair with his criticism. And, you know, you cannot like what he says, obviously.
Well, they know that Hasan Piker is a terrorist supporter, but they also know that Asmongold is right-wing, and they think right-wing is terrorism. So they're like, well, they're both terrorist supporters. That's how they come to that conclusion.
But you're never going to see him randomly cook up slanders, calling people rapists, pedos, mother killers, or whatever, out of nowhere, right? Without evidence or something, which is something Hasan definitely does.
Well, people wouldn't know that because they only listen to what other morons have to say, and they never actually watch anybody's content.
And anyone can see that and respect Asmon way more than someone like Hasan. Also, he's not glazing terrorists. I think that's like the main point there.
Autism weaponized. Engage. I love terrorists. Like, bro, there's no way you see yourself as a victim. Hyper manipulative streamers like Hasan do this quite a lot, where they will state something like it's so obvious, like everybody already knows this. Yes, Hasan, it is very hard for a normal human being to rationalize the fact that you said, I support the Houthis 10 tones down. They deserve a Nobel Peace Prize.
Peace
From the river to the sea, he says.
is actually bombing people, guys. Don't you know that? That's what it's all about. That's what we preach. That's what we want the world to come to. Actual,
October 7th was a hoax, he says.
you know, terrorists getting Nobel Peace Prizes. I mean, you gotta be a different level of loony to actually take anything Hasan says seriously at all. Wah! I want to bring back hatred and National Socialism while pretending I was against it. Wah! How dare my enemies be more historically literate than me? Wah! Okay, moving on to some iDubbbz updates.
Finally, I wanted to get off that Hasan Piker situation.
Saltman tweeted, so Idubbbz and Anissa are selling their house to pack up for Canada according to Kino Casino clips. They owe $720K on the house from what I can tell and are trying to sell it for what they paid for. Good luck. After realtor and selling fees, they might come away with $150K give or take.
Wow, it's such a fucking loss, man. And it didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to. Just be normal people. Don't release a fucking content cop while you're trying to do a creator clash. Don't be completely against all of the normal people online and just be the worst garbage human beings ever. And then maybe none of this would happen.
Dude, there's just no way, man. Now, do take this with a grain of salt. I don't know how these people have found this out. So I'm just gonna say this is speculation for now. But oh my god, Ethan has actually ruined their life, dude. Also, it appears that Idubbbz owns a house.
Well, actually, it wasn't Ethan that ruined their life. It was themselves that ruined their own lives.
100%, and Anissa doesn't have any ownership in it outside from the fact that they are married. Wow, actually something that Idubbbz owns himself. He doesn't even own his entire life, bro. This is like the most shocking thing out of this entire situation. By the way, how stupid is this? They're trying to sell it for what they paid for? That is like not realistic at all, is it? Dude, the thing is, Ethan didn't even take a penny from them. So I'm not understanding how they are in this bad of a financial situation. Like, I know they completely tanked their event and everything, but I thought they, made sure that they got their cut before.
You know what I think happened? I think they are probably really stupid and they're terrible with money and they buy things because they think it looks nice and like, oh, well, we can't really afford it, but oh man, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's probably exactly what happened in this situation.
For charity and stuff. Oh wait, the event actually probably didn't make anything, so yikes. But yeah, I knew like the Hasan orbiters were screwed and everything because of the whole lawsuit and stuff, but Idubbbz and Anissa going broke too is absolutely crazy. I mean, it seems like they're packing up and leaving the country. Like, oh my god, the ultimate L. That content cop led to the.
And of course they're going to Canada. I'm just gonna say it. Like, they will be with people that are like them.
Most insane butterfly effect I could never have anticipated. Ethan is in the distance just laughing maniacally or something. They failed at stealing from charity, deserve to lose everything. Ethan should buy no. That is diabolical.
That'd be crazy.
So now everybody is just chiming in. We got Boogie2988 offers Idubbbz advice on how to get through a divorce.
Bro, imagine a lol cow giving another lol cow advice on how to go through a divorce. That's so good. That is so good.
Anissa is leaving you.
Bro, you are a bigger lol cow than Boogie2988 at this point. He's made himself back around to be a regular YouTuber again. Because he embraced the fact that he's a lol cow.
If Idubbbz wants advice on how to get through his impending divorce, hit me up. Anissa's leaving you. Good luck to all the hookers you'll bang. No way bro is getting insulted by Boogie. Ay.
Dude, actually super fucking demasculating. But I'll give him that. Boogie is more of a man than Idubbbz is. Bro can't even
when
walk.
Boogie's dunking on you, it's time to pull a Leafy and disappear.
Yep.
Legal Mindset responds, do we need a family law stream for Idubbbz? No, bro.
Dude, everybody is cooking this guy. Everybody. No real person is with Idubbbz or any of these people.
When the lawyer is memeing on you, you just, oh my god, you're so cooked, man. Idubbbz will have to hire hookers to F other dudes in front of him to cope with the divorce. Oh yeah, he does enjoy watching. Right, so Idubbbz has also responded to Ludwig. If you remember, Ludwig actually grew a spine and decided to defend Ethan, said that it was—
Oh, what do you think? Is he gonna have Ludwig's head? Ludwig stepped out of line. Now they're going to be against Ludwig. Now they're going to have beef with Ludwig. Fucking morons, man. At least we'll have Ludwig over here, which, like, he's dumb as fuck too, but he might be the smartest out of all these people that we keep trying to cancel.
Wasn't his fault that Creator Clash failed. So basically this person messaged, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to bring up what Lud said, but if not, feel free to delete this message, Ian. How do you feel about it if I'm allowed to ask? Because holy moly, sometimes I think maybe everyone needs the button when they are live. So the button is like something to like censor yourself or whatever. It wasn't that bad, to be honest. It could have been worse. Dude, how pathetic it is that you have to literally ask somebody, oh, am I allowed to ask this question to you, when it's not even like personal or anything like that. This is just like public drama. They literally gotta treat him like this hypersensitive pussy. It's crazy. Anyways, he responded, you're allowed to talk about it. I just choose not to because it's not something I want to occupy my brain with. And then
Yeah, maybe you should occupy your brain with that so you can think about what the fuck you're doing a little bit. Oh, actually, all this criticism that I'm getting is not real criticism, it's hate. Everybody hates on me. Well, we are now because you didn't listen to the criticism.
like the brain emoji.
And you keep doubling and tripling down and getting dumber and dumber and dumber.
Yes, iDubbbz' absolute giga level brain. It cannot be interrupted with thoughts of pointless drama. Not like you built an entire channel out of it. Not like you
Right.
did that whole content cop stuff.
Yeah, I can't be troubled with hearing about drama, even though that's literally what I made my career out of.
Starting this whole drama. It's just crazy that you're so involved in this entire thing, and then the second it completely turns back on you, then you're like, well, you know, it's not something I choose to occupy my limited brain space with. And then they'll bring up,
Dude, yeah, like, imagine releasing something like Content Cop and then being like, I don't engage with drama. Like, what?
when all these like philosophical arguments are, you have one life and you choose to talk about drama. Like, come on, like, miss me with that bullshit. And then we just got a picture of iDubbbz looking more and more lobotomized by the day, by the way. He's so beaten down. Imagine a timeline where he swiped his V card literally anywhere else. Like, dude, that is so unlucky that you happen to meet Anissa, bruh. Divorce very close. Somebody just posted the emoji. This is basically what happened to his brain. It got punched in. As it turns out, there's not much occupying inside his brain. Maybe Hasan Schlong. If I'm allowed to bring up, if I'm allowed to ask, the way these people grovel and put content creators on pedestals is so embarrassing. It's not even just content creators. It's like he probably has this, you know, so-called safe space in his Discord or whatever like platform he has, where he has to curate all the discussion, right? That's the only way these people can ever exist, and that's the only way their ideas are even allowed to grow. Because
yeah, these people like this, that create these spaces for themselves, that never take criticism, and they only sniff their own farts. They're in a chamber that is echoing their own farts. And they're like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love smelling my own farts. I'm the best. What, you don't like my farts? Well, get out of here. You're not allowed. You're wrong.
Because if there's any bit of discourse, you will instantly realize that these people have no leg to stand on. So
Bro, iDubbbz is just slowly gonna go broke. And when he finally does, Anissa's gone. She's not gonna stay with him while he's broke. She married him because he's rich.
the only way they can do it is make sure you police everybody's speech, make sure everybody is saying the right things. Oh, don't mention this person, they might bring up some harmful things. Meanwhile, the harmful things are literally just facts. Anyways, moving on to Ethan Klein getting confronted IRL by
This is
supposedly like deranged Hasan fans, I'm guessing. Ethan Klein shouts out a quote-unquote fan after that fan found him in public and asked him his opinion on Palestine. Not a fan, by the way.
Again.
All right. Hey, look, we got a question for you.
Sure.
We already know what your answer is.
Yeah, go
But
ahead.
what is your stance on Palestine?
I love it.
You love Palestine?
Yeah. Palestine.
But you went to Israel though. You support Netanyahu.
No, I don't.
You don't support Satan.
Bro, these people have no fucking clue. They just listen to Hasan constantly. They have no clue that everything that Hasan says is a lie.
Netanyahu?
No.
Stop it, bro. She was in the IDF.
He voted against him.
You voted against him. What
Yeah.
about Ben Gvir? How do you feel about Ben Gvir?
Oh, I think he's insane. Yeah, he's a monster.
You think he's a monster?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
These people don't realize how cooked they are. They don't realize that they're actually fans of Ethan. But they just can't be because he's a Jew. But they actually agree with everything that he says. But because they agree with everything he says, they have to be like, well, obviously he's lying. He's just grifting. No, he's not. You're the one who is being manipulated by a grifter.
Said that.
Okay.
No, that guy sucks. I
Okay.
mean, he's worse than sucks.
All right, cool. So this is the final test, buddy. Get a free Palestine from me.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine?
Yeah.
From the river to the sea?
Yeah.
My man, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What about you? You were in the IDF. So Wait, hold on. You were in the West Bank. You used to go in people's houses in the middle of the night?
No.
She was a secretary.
I was a secretary.
You were a secretary. Yeah? Can we get a free Palestine from you?
Sure, free Palestine.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Dude, how absolutely
Dude, that guy's fucking insane. But maybe that needed to happen. Maybe so people can see it. But no, Hasan, he's not gonna bring that up. He's not gonna react to that on his stream. That never happened.
pathetic is this? So these people are confronting him IRL, telling him to say things he's already said online. He has literally said that he supports Palestine 1,000,000 times, and these absolute goons still don't understand it. They still don't know his beliefs that he's constantly said, because Hasan and his orbiters keep constantly lying about him to the point where people are confronting him IRL, dude.
Yeah, and they probably think that he's lying about all of the things that just happened there. And they're gonna go home and be like, oh, all right, that was cool, but he was probably lying.
How absolutely pathetic. And then this guy was so surprised as well. He's like, oh my god, wow, they actually said it. I can't believe these evil Israel supporters, Israel dick riders are saying the word. I totally got them. So Ethan responded, love running into my old friend dating in Money 101. You can't see him in the video, but it was my boy here and another dude. I love running into fans. Right, so I don't know what they wanted to do by saying this stuff, by confronting them. I think it's just really pathetic. I feel like
I don't think they knew what they wanted to do. I think they saw Ethan there and were like, oh, we can get a clip. We can get a video that we can post online and people will see it and they will use it in their videos.
the people online, particularly the Hasan supporters and stuff, they've been harassing and spreading lies about him so much that it has literally distorted the view of people. And the only disagreement they had is that Ethan doesn't support, you know, Hamas terrorists who literally kill civilians and grape people.
Also, Ethan's a Jew. You can't forget about that part. Because they do not like Jews. They pretend that it's just Zionists, but they say all Jews are Zionists. So,
Right? And until Ethan declares his unending support for absolutely everything, all the extremes, even like some of the worst people on earth, they will just never be satisfied. So here's some comments. Anyone who consumes their content knows that their positions on this have remained the same and exactly as they said in this video. Wow, very surprising. This is so silly. You guys are trying to get a gotcha moment, but this has always been their stance. What do you want from them? Learn to see a bit of nuance, folks. It's really not that hard. Remember, being in the IDF is mandatory, and you shouldn't hold people to something like that when the punishment is jail. Be kind to others, get to know them before making rash judgments. Oh, absolutely. The person in this video also thought that Hila was some sort of weird, you know, murdering freak or whatever. When she was like a secretary, she had to sign up to mandatory service. Like, let's be honest. If Hasan was born in Israel, he is signing up. All right, he's not gonna be the one guy like, well, actually, I'm going to jail. He doesn't have any goddamn conviction. He would probably be unaware of a lot of things even there. So I don't know. It's just so stupid to hold people to the standard. Everyone who thought Ethan has been against Palestine has been brainwashed. He's vocal about his support for years before October 7th. Stop listening to Snark. It's embarrassing. Snark, Hasan, all these people just constantly lying about him. It's crazy. Ethan and Hila voted against Netanyahu twice and have been vocal about Palestine for years. They aren't the enemy. And that's the main thing here. Everybody is looking for an enemy, looking for people to actually hate, harass online for no justifiable reason. This is what happens when you only get your information secondhand from tankies. He has no idea what Ethan's stance is and he still tries to harass him over it.
yep, exactly. I love how they use the word tankies. Doesn't that mean commies? Isn't that the same thing?
Right, so there's another person being harassed over their nuanced take on the Israel-Palestine issue. This person has ContraPoints, and it ties into the whole Ethan situation. Basically, they said, so many leftists feel betrayed because I haven't made a video on Palestine. Do they actually want a video? Will they be happy if I get in the bath and pour milk on a mannequin of Netanyahu? Do I oppose the genocide? Yes. Do I feel angry about it? Yes. I feel a lot of other things. Doom, misery. Leftist pro-Palestine movement quickly decided their primary goal was not merely opposition to the genocide, but opposition to Zionism in general. Zionism is a very broad category. Most Jews are Zionists. Anyone who supports the two-state solution is a Zionist. It was politically infeasible. As usual, leftists has championed a doomed cause. Introduced dangerous ambiguities. Dread, the online left has spent the last 20 months distributing hundreds of photos of dead children. Main effect has been to create a population in a constant state of blood-boiling rage. I fear this may be worse than useless. Anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism are not the same, but in practice, the way Israel is perceived seeps out in the attitudes towards Jews in general, especially people like Hasan, bruh. They conflate the two all the time, basically use it as replacements.
Dude, that chick's view on the whole thing is pretty much my view on it. Like, Yeah, it sucks. People shouldn't be getting killed on either side. People shouldn't be killing people on either side. But like, man, all y'all are fucking morons. You're all idiots. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're only saying these things because other people you've heard, other people that you like, are saying these things. And you're like, I'm gonna agree with those people because they're smart and they're right. That's why I follow them. And I'm smart too.
Even Hasan's Houthi terrorist friend basically uses Jews and Zionists as synonyms. Does that mean Israel should not be criticized and sanctioned? Absolutely not. Bitterness. Much of the online left spent all of 2024 focusing on Palestine. The campaign had the following effects. 0 Palestinian lives were saved. But don't worry, Denims got a GoFundMe.
Yeah, a lot of people made a lot of money. A lot of people made a lot of money raising money off of the Palestine issue.
May have contributed to the re-election of Trump. TLDR, I see the situation as bleak, intractable, extremely divisive, and devoid of any element that could be appropriately transformed into political entertainment. That's why I haven't made a video about it. I'm sure other bread tubers have different opinions. Oh, don't worry. I'm sure people like Noah Samson will come out and call you an absolute genocide-defending loser or something. ContraPoint is doing what no other bread tuber can figure out, being self-aware and acting responsibly based. Yeah, I mean, caring about human lives in general is very hard, guys. Caring about people on both sides and, you know, innocent civilians on both.
Yeah, but now that she has stepped out of line an inch, she's really gonna have to watch her back because the left, the insane left, is gonna have her head.
Sides. The hardest thing in the world for demonic people online. Anyways, Ethan responded, thank you, ContraPoints. It's important to remind people that there is space to be anti-genocide pro-Palestine, but also against annihilating Israel. Many leftists would rather focus on purity tests and social credits than having a meaningful and realistic conversation about creating a lasting peace. Right, so Anissa is mad at her, obviously. She wants to get involved as usual.
Bro, they cannot help themselves. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do, and then nobody will be talking about you. And then things will be fine. Nothing will get worse.
He reposts a tweet calling out the statement. Interesting how the left are two unreasonable people, never seem to center the thoughts, feelings, or opinions of actual Palestinians themselves.
They don't get it. She doesn't get it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Literally the thing that she was talking about, they did. Okay.
It's not the left that was sharing images of dead children. It was Gazans desperate for someone to witness them.
No. It was not.
Nisa doesn't have enough brain cells left to give an actual take. And if you replace Gazans with Ukrainians, they'll roll their eyes. Unserious middle-class losers. Well, don't worry, they're going to comfortably live in a house in Canada now after losing about $1 million on their current house. Oh my god, what is this picture? We got Sam Cedar looking absolutely pucked by Hasan, looking straight at him. Ethan responded, Sam Cedar has lost the last shred of dignity he had. It's not that he had Hasan on, it's this pathetic photo of him fawning over him. Bro, you're 58 years old, man. You look pathetic. No one cares about your opinion, Ethan. You're just a conservative now. Yes, of course, Ethan.
Yep. If you're not completely with them on their insane extreme leftist politics, then you are considered right-wing conservative.
And the Omega Lefty is now a conservative, MAGA, right-wing Trump grifter, of course.
I'm even on the far left. Further left than a lot of people who call me right-wing. They're just insane and fucking retarded.
Of course. How are these people real, honestly? Like, it's crazy. You just can't disagree on a single point ever.
Nope.
Otherwise, you're branded as this, like, extreme right-wing conservative or something.
It's basically my motto around here. Step out of line an inch, they'll have your head. Every fucking time. Works every time.
Bruh. Now moving on to
Always
Destiny.
rings true.
Destiny got confronted on the Piers Morgan show for his tweet making fun of dead kids, and he responded.
Yeah, this was a total non-issue. He could have done it, left it be, and not talked about it anymore. He could have just not done it at all. That would have been the best case scenario.
Question, Destiny. Destiny, I want to ask you a question. So I heard God killed those kids because they were using NordVPN promo code Destiny to get around the Texas porn ban. On reflection, do you think that was grotesquely tasteless thing to be posting?
Oh, it definitely was. But is he gonna agree that it was? And then he's gonna be like, but it's just a joke, so I'm gonna leave it up. I did it, everybody saw it. Or is he gonna be like, nope, it was based and cool and awesome?
Absolutely not.
Fuck! Alright, well, didn't see that coming at all.
The hand wringing, the hand wringing here. Oh my God, stop. If you want to talk about
bro, and like, imagine getting mad about it. That's how you know that this was like, what's the opposite of a virtue signal? Because it's like the opposite of that. Yeah, here we go. Vice signaling is what it's called, which involves publicly promoting negative or controversial views to appear tough, pragmatic, or rebellious, often for political or social capital. So he is vice signaling. Okay.
dead children, then you should talk about the residents of Kerr County who rejected using ARPA funds to build the very siren system that Ted Cruz was over here virtue signaling about. Now that the kids are dead, last I checked, the siren system isn't bringing anybody back to life. Okay, the very same system that they could have built for the better part of the last decade. They didn't want to touch those ARPA funds because they thought that if they did, Biden would go and steal their homes.
I feel like Destiny keeps saying unhinged shit to go viral and to be invited to all these shows. I mean, it's good.
Yep, it's called vice signaling. Apparently, that's what I just found out.
Rage bait, I guess. It's a good strategy. But yeah, man, I guess just stop making fun of.
It's not exactly rage bait. I think vice signaling is a better phrase for it.
Dead kids, dude. I mean, I don't know how terminally online you gotta be. I know Destiny's like a prime contender for that one. But yeah, he goes on this long rant, like finding justifications for it. Well, actually, X person did this person did that. Yes, okay, whatever. We condemn everything. I'm just saying it's a little tasteless to be, you know, and make fun of dead kids. It's not really hard to not do. Now, Asmon also responded, basically some quick context. Destiny was saying like, oh, how can people pretend to care about dead kids when they voted in, I guess, the wrong candidate or the wrong bill or did the wrong policy? Basically, the people didn't do what he wanted them to do, so he's allowed to make fun of dead kids. That's basically his logic. If only you did what I said, you know, I, Destiny, can obviously predict the once in a...
That's a really, really retarded way to be like, I told a really shitty, mean joke, and it was based in cool, and it wasn't. It was retarded, and you look like a monster and a piece of shit for it. Which, I think that you're allowed to do that, but we're also allowed to think that you're a piece of shit, because you are.
Century flood, you know, and I could have stopped all of this, but you didn't listen. Therefore, I get to make fun of dead kids. Really sound logic here.
At the same point, the fault still lies with the legislators, the voting population, and the congressmen that make this happen. It at no point in time has anything to do with the kids. The kids didn't do anything wrong. That's the difference. It's the same as like when the LA fires happened.
Well, he's doing the thing that we like to do, where when somebody crashes out and they cause their own downfall, we say you get what you fucking deserve. But in this case, he's saying that all people are responsible for all the things that happen everywhere. So if something bad happens, it's all of everyone's fault and they get what they fucking deserve for living there. That's what he's saying.
Everybody made jokes about the LA fires being, you know, California, you know, the government being retarded. But I don't think that there were a lot of people making jokes and talking about how the California fires, it's good that they're burning them because they're liberals. And I think that the people that were doing that were viewed as assholes then too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that was basically...
Yeah, most of the jokes that I was seeing about the LA fires were like, hey, you see how these plans for this rail system line up exactly where all these fires happen to be? That's what I was seeing.
Another one of Destiny's justifications. Well, you know, X person made fun of X situation. Therefore I can do it. Literal 5th grader logic. Like, no, but he did it. Why can't I do it? It's like the triple quadruple down is crazy. Like, how hard is it to have basic human decency? You can criticize the policies and the people and even call out the hypocrisy. Just, you know, why make fun of the kids and the families affected? It's like, it's just kind of cruel, no? But I feel like he doesn't give a shit. This is like his entire online presence, you know? And I do enjoy when he shits on his son, like this clip.
First of all, what difference does it make for me if he's a billionaire or not? There are plenty of people who
Okay, Hasan's dad is a billionaire, 100%.
Are related to incredibly wealthy individuals.
Related to? Wow. What is that euphemism? Related to? Oh, that guy? Yeah, I'm related to him. Oh, what do you mean by related to him? He's my dad.
Well, at least we can agree on the Hasan hate. Alrighty, moving.
Dude, if Hasan is looking, if Destiny is looking like less of a retard than you, holy shit, bro. You've gone off the fucking deep end.
On to Dean Withers.
Yeah.
Basically,
I've been wanting to react to this guy. I haven't been able to react to this guy because I just haven't found the time. I do 5 videos a day, and I didn't want him to be one of them.
he's like this progressive TikToker who like debates.
Did I say 5 videos a day? I meant 8 because I actually do 8 videos a day. I've got another channel that I do 2 videos a day on, and then I have a gaming channel.
People, I guess, Diet Destiny, Diet Hasan. And basically he was debating someone and he got so mad that he wanted to call CPS on this guy's kids. It really seems like these people learned exactly from the Hasan versus Ethan situation and the whole Goon Squad fans calling CPS on his kids. And he's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Why is everyone doing this cringe shit? It's like the new swatting or something. Dean Withers orders his fan base to dox a father and report him to CPS for saying the children aren't able to consent.
Bro, and like, I'm gonna tell you right now, the more people misuse services like this, the worse the services get. Because now it's gotten to the point with swatting that whenever a swatting happens, they just don't believe whatever they're going to swat. Like, there's an inkling of like, oh, this might be real, this might not. And that's not good if it actually ends up being a real situation. Because then they're holding back. And they've got something in the back of their mind telling them, hey, what if this is just a regular person and I accidentally shoot them because it looks like they pulled a gun out? That's where we're headed with the CPS thing.
Once again, we covered Dean Withers. Dean is, well, actually was, the biggest progressive TikToker. A couple days ago, we talked about his anxiety pen meltdown.
It's an anxiety pen. I'm sorry that I have anxiety. Get the fuck out! You answer my question. Do you think that you have the right to consent to 65-year-old men looking at your son while he's naked?
I wouldn't allow it.
Do you think that you have the right? Do you think that you have the right to allow it? Do you think if you did allow it, that you would be violating the consent of your child?
They have no choice in the matter whatsoever. It's my decision as the parent. And I wouldn't put my kid in that situation. That's why I think pageants are weird in the first place. I would never...
So here's what we're going to do. I think that you don't deserve to have any custodial rights over your child.
Wow. Yeah, he's going to be the judge of that. Oh, man. Oh, man. What the fuck?
So
imagine being like a parent with like a job and some random TikTok kid just decides this based off of a conversation.
And especially because the father said the opposite of what Dean thought.
So you said that you think that parents have every right to exploit and traffic their children. So
no, I...
Dude, that is the typical leftist. Like, oh, you said this thing? I'm going to immediately go to the most extreme circumstance.
That's not what I said.
So I'm not going to debate it with you. That is what you said. For those watching, their handle is...
Nope.
It's going to be their handle. If there happens to be anybody in here, good. It like has like facial recognition software.
Oh my god.
Okay, what's your name? So I want to find who you are so I could call CPS and have them take your child away from you. Feel free to like take his profile.
Wow, what a fucking bitch. Holy shit, man. I did not know about this.
Picture. You could save his profile picture, run it through some like reverse image search. Maybe it will link back to like a Facebook where you
Like,
can find his name.
Not only is he trying to call CPS on this guy wrongly, he's trying to dox him. That's fucking crazy.
Feel free to take that information and report it to authorities in this area. Maybe it's like his local CPS.
Oh my...
Bro, this guy actually needs to be reported. Get these people off the internet.
God, so you're telling me the guy literally said, I wouldn't put my kid in this situation. And then this guy just ignored it and is like, well...
Literally, he said, if I put this kid in this situation, it would be my fault. That's what he was saying. Not saying that he would do that if it was okay. That's what... Okay.
We need to take your kids away. Like, do you purposely tune out information you don't want to hear?
Yes.
Just because you want to get...
Bro, that's what these insane leftist freaks do all the time.
Triggered? Like, how much estrogen is this guy on? It's crazy. He's like looking for a reason to get extremely emotional. And it's just...
Yeah, they love it. They're addicted to it.
Disgusting, the kind of people that are out there online with an audience these days. I've been telling you all this time, politics rots your brain. Like, it's supposed to be a debate. Why don't you beat them with their arguments rather than going after them IRL? Like, how do you get so pissy that you want your chat to go look up this guy, dox this guy, find his face, take his kids away? Smartest Hasan fan here.
I'll go ahead and leave him on the live for around another 20 or 30 seconds here before we...
So everybody can screenshot his face?
Anybody that's interested in trying to do
so
this,
you can dox him and call
can, like, grab his
CPS?
profile picture.
This is something that I think that you probably should get in trouble for.
Yeah, no shot. No shot he's gonna get in trouble though. But definitely, he should get the same charge that the parents would if they would have got their child taken away and like put in jail. He should get the same charge. Or, you know, how old's the child? Okay, well, you're getting your child taken away forever, or that's what you were wanting to happen, was the child to be taken away forever. Let's see, the child is 2 years old, 16 years in prison. 100%. I do not give a fuck. I am not gonna be lenient on something like that. Because you were trying to ruin somebody's life and have their child taken away from them forever, then you need to go away for that same amount of time.
If you are making a call to weaponize a government agency that is meant to protect battered, beaten, abused, and molested children, and you want to weaponize that, you really need to take a vacation from public life. And what's
for a very, very long time. Actually, you need to find yourself a new home in a box inside of a concrete hell.
So insane about it is that these people are so cavalier about this that they just go out and they say this shit in front of everybody. He made a response video. He said the situation was just a prank. I don't know.
It's not a good prank. That's not a good prank at all.
About that.
This is now going to impact my life. If I ever stop doing what I'm doing right now, I want to go get another job or something. My employer looks up, sees that I doxed an innocent father and I'm a pedophile.
Then why'd you make the video? Even if it's fake, why'd you make the video? Fucking retarded. A massive fucking retard. Oh my god.
And I just was making a joke. Dude, like this shit will like fuck me for life.
Oh. Then why'd you say it? That didn't come off as a joke. It came off as you called CPS on somebody to get their kid taken away from them. Which everybody was talking about because people were calling CPS on people for shit reasons, for no reason.
Oh my god, there's no way he's playing victim. The amount of cry bullying is crazy.
Yeah, he's lying, for one.
It's perfectly fine that you get to completely screw over that other dude's life. You know, you want to dox him, get his kid.
Calling CPS is a prank, everybody. It's just a prank, bro. Oh, I called the SWAT team on you. It's a prank.
It's taken away from him, right? Ruin his life. And then you're slandering him in front of, you know, your entire audience there. And then when the internet turns on you for being an unhinged lunatic, you're like, oh, this can actually affect me, guys.
Yeah, straight up Vitaly, like, in public, a long time ago. He doesn't do this kind of shit anymore. Because, obviously, he's in Filipino prison. But he used to do these crazy pranks. And then when somebody'd get mad at him and attack him, he'd be like, whoa, 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 hey, it's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. It's for YouTube. We got this all on camera.
You can't make this shit up, bro. You should absolutely be banned for this. Maybe even get like a fine or a prison sentence, because...
Where was he streaming? Was it on TikTok or was it Twitch? Because no shot he's going to get banned off of Twitch because he's an insane leftist freak. Might not get banned off of TikTok.
This is criminal shit. You're weaponizing...
It looks like TikTok.
Government agencies for the wrong reason.
Yep.
Absolutely insane stuff. This child is basically the embodiment of Reddit. That's an easy lawsuit against him. Hope he gets sued into oblivion. Child has never been disciplined in his life. His parents should be ashamed of themselves. This kid has never been punched in the face. Performative gasping is so cringe. I guess he forgot to take his anxiety vape that day. Ay, 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 ay.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for all notifications. I also have a gaming channel down there in the description. You should follow that because I play cool games over there, usually retro.